Hi, this is Coach Pomai. Welcome to ICE Mental Game Training podcast number 48. Stop beating yourself up. Build momentum instead. Everyone wants to do their best, and many of us are perfectionists and define the best as clean program, no mistakes, no stumbles, no slip-ups. Sometimes we achieve this and will feel amazing for days. Other times we make a mistake or two or 10. We go from feeling on top of the world to frustrated and disappointed. As this continues, it can be really difficult to pull yourself out of a negative mindset and get back to feeling motivated. Often, when athletes get frustrated with themselves, they try to turn things around with a pep talk. Yeah, I might mess up, but I could also nail it. All I know for sure is that I want to succeed. Really badly. Sometimes that's all it takes to move forward again. But what do you do when this doesn't work? We've all had days when your tank is running on empty. You feel tired, sore, and mentally and physically exhausted. At times you feel overly critical of yourself. I feel like I took too many falls and I'm a terrible skater. Sometimes other people bruise your ego. It can be a coach, a parent, a teammate, anyone who tells you that you're not trying hard enough. Does this sound familiar? If only you tried more, you could do it. It doesn't look like you're really trying. It doesn't seem like you're working very hard. You don't look like you really want it. This can be very disheartening, so much so that sometimes you can't give it your all. You don't leave it all on the ice, and of course, you feel guilty afterwards. Your perfectionism comes out of hiding and demands, "How could you? You have to skate with everything you have every time. Why did you even come if you weren't ready to give it all? What's the point? You can't do this." You probably already know that this perfectionistic mindset breeds frustration. We have all experienced this firsthand many times, and it is completely normal, although not productive. It is important to identify the root causes of why we are feeling frustrated and broken down so that we can take care of ourselves and get back to our best. Physical. Make sure to ask yourself if you have given your body the rest it needs to perform. If you are physically exhausted, you need to make rest and recovery a priority. Only you can answer this honestly, not your coach, not your parents. Your best may look different from day to day depending on many things, such as where your body is in the recovery, how busy your non-skating life is, and if you have a competition coming up. Accept this so that you can work with your body, not against it, and avoid pushing it beyond its limits. If you notice that your best is a little less than yesterday, don't be afraid to share this with your coaches and parents. It's okay to say that you're doing the best you can, but you're having a tough day. If you don't have the mental capacity to lay it out on the ice, it's also okay to share this. You can say that right now you need to work hard at focusing on yourself and build your momentum back up. It's not under your control whether people believe you or not, but know that you've done what you can to help them understand what you're doing. Pep talks can be motivating when you need a temporary boost, but they don't work all the time. They have their limitations. This is because true motivation doesn't come from words. You can't talk yourself into being motivated. It's a feeling that comes from deep inside you. Sometimes you feel motivation intensely. Other times it may seem to have disappeared entirely. So how can you consistently motivate yourself? You have to be real about how much you have to give. Expecting to be 100% every single day is unrealistic, and it only sets you up for disappointment and frustration. If you have limited energy, accept it. Then give it what you have. If you only have 20% in the tank, great, then give 20%. When you're having a rough day, start with the little things. Choose what you can do well, give those your best, whatever your best looks like that day, and celebrate the little successes. Each thing you do well builds momentum and creates a more positive attitude. Think about making a snowball and then rolling it down a big snowy hill. What does that snowball look like when it gets to the bottom? Motivation works the same way. Think of each roll of the snowball as an element, or even an element of an element. Getting the little things right will build you up bigger and bigger with each roll. That's pretty powerful. So let's say you're having a weaker day, but you like to do twizzle drills. Go and do one up and down the ice. Maybe you'll notice that your weak side is a little faster. Maybe you feel more balanced than usual. Let that snowball roll. You start to feel capable of doing the next thing, and the one after that, and the one after that. Stringing together these small successes will get you through the tough days more effectively than a pep talk would. To take frustration in stride and to turn yourself around, number 1, accept what your best looks like today. For example, if you have 20%, give all of your 20%. If it's 100, give all of that. Number 2, take action and celebrate your small successes. For example, start with a backspin to feel more confident about your axis, or do jump walkthroughs to feel good about your positioning. Recognize your tiniest successes. Your best doesn't mean perfection. It is giving the most energy you can offer that day. If you get out on the ice and start working, you're bound to do something right, no matter how small. Focus on that and use that as a stepping stone to succeed at the next thing, then the next. Before you know it, you'll be back to peak performance. Motivation will come, but only if you adjust your mindset to welcome it. What's your favorite way to get motivated and shift your mindset when you're feeling frustrated? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for listening. Please do me a favor and share this if you find it helpful. If you want to learn more, you can find us at icementalgame.com or like our page on Facebook at IceMentalGame. This is Coach Pomai reminding you that it takes mindfulness to reach excellence. Until next time, aloha and happy skating!